You can gather all the scriptures you want from every source, but until you actually begin to travel on the path, you will remain in the busy station we call the mind. For the sake of illustration, we, the wise council of angelic whispers, will say there are two paths, one path of pleasure and the path of peace and joy. The path of pleasure is well traveled, making it all the more comfortable and pleasurable. It is designed to give stimuli to the five senses and too often supply comfort to the mind by philosophical cotton, candy, or pharmaceutical aid. Without these, the path often leads to madness. To travel the path of pleasure will simply choose to gratify the senses. Now, the path of peace and joy seemed at first to be a path that has been well traveled, though less and less advertised these days. It offers some pretty extravagant promises by which many have violently set out to retrieve, only to be off-ramped shortly into the journey. Some traditions call it the middle way, or another will warn you neither turn to your right or to your left. It has been explained as the narrow path. A few have traveled, many start, few finish. So what are these paths? Obviously, they are not literal physical roads or clearly seen with clear signs indicating their options and outcomes, but they reside in the angelic realm, or rather mental realm. Here in the realm, there always lies choices. One choice leads here, another there. For example, you wake up. After going through your automatic ritual, you find yourself sitting in your favorite chair in the silence of your living room. Nothing pressing to do, and choices begin to pop up like ads. The eyes want something to look at, the ears to listen, while all the members of the body stir with activity and anxiety and expectations. You can reach over and grab your phone, check for notifications, which could lead to all kinds of places, or you could turn on or off the TV and find something to watch. There are, of course, many scenarios and the ways of gratifying the senses, and this is simply the path of pleasure. Then what is the path of peace and joy? What does it look like? So you're sitting in your most comfortable spot in your living room. Got some jazz music playing. With no pressing business, when your senses begin to stir, seeking some gratification, you choose not to reach for your phone. Instead, a large inhale and exhale. Then you choose not to turn the TV on. Again, a sigh of relief. Your legs begin to stretch and relax, and you begin to think about chores, laundry, dishes. But you decide to let these arise and dissipate as well. You find you have closed your eyes, feeling the rising and falling of your stomach. Your ears catch the song of the bird. When birds fly, you get up without forethought and open the window, and the curtains bellow. A distant train is heard. But nestle more mindfully, stretching the back and the neck muscles. Your hands find themselves massaging the back of your neck and your shoulder. Your fingers stretch. Then you relax in silence. You feel your mind, without thoughts, light towards something or someone, and form the words, thank you, thank you, thank you. My grandpa would stick a metal rod that had the wires of an extension cord connected to its top and electrical tape wrapped around that. And he'd stick that electric rod into the cool, dark earth, and then he'd plug it in, and the ground tingled with electricity, and the earthworms would come up to the surface. The ones closest to the rod would come up quickly. We'd gather them into a coffee can for the day's fishing trip. Traumatized worms to catch traumatized fish.